I must admit, Alec Holland had good taste in women. It's a real shame I had to kill her. Oh, with a little cut here, a little snip there, I'll simply recreate Linda Holland. I waited a long time. Too long to obtain the bio-restorative formula from the former Dr. Holland. Hard to believe this mass of slime and moss was once a man, much less a doctor. You know, I could do this surgery with my eyes closed if I wanted to. But don't fret. They shall stay open for the entire procedure. Now, my dear, just relax and trust yourself into my brilliant hands. You are going to put Swamp Thing right where I want him. Now, don't move. This won't hurt a bit. Trust me. Plastic surgery is so dull, although you did present quite a challenge. I prefer experimentation. It allows the imagination to run wild. I never cease to amaze myself.
The swamp is my world. It is who I am. It is what I am. I was once a man. I know the evil men do. Do not bring your evil here. I warn you. Beware the wrath of Swamp Thing.
A living image, if ever I saw one.
You're good. Too good.
Just live up to my work.
I didn't go through all this not to.
And tell me your maiden name.
Mason,
Date of your wedding anniversary.
August 8th.
Your husband's pet name.
Einstein.
The name of your dog.
We didn't have one. Alec was allergic.
Very good. I think you're about ready to reacquaint yourself with your husband.
Since Alec Holland no longer looks like he does in these photos, what exactly does he look like?
He's big and unusual. Trust me, you won't miss him. But do remember that since he's a creature of the swamp, he has all the wisdom of the swamp. And he's not easily fooled.
I realize this is an unusual request.
Not entirely, but I am curious why, after 10 years, you've decided to hold a memorial service for your husband now.
It took me nearly that long to be able to deal with what happened to him. After Alec was killed, I completely fell to pieces.
I wasn't living here at the time, but I've heard about what happened. Only I heard that you had been killed as well.
I nearly was. I was severely burned. It took all these years to put my life back together. And now I'm finally ready to lay Alec to rest.
Would tomorrow afternoon be all right?
That would be fine.
Is there anyone I can call for you?
Alec and I were pretty new in town. We really hadn't made any friends. We spent all our time working in the lab, and the few people we did know here in town, they're not here anymore.
Well, I'd be very happy to make the necessary arrangements, Mrs. Holland.
Please, call me Linda.
Good night. And now, at long last, the soul of Alec Holland is spirited to everlasting peace. And these prayers and hopes are for the peace and serenity that so far has been denied in the Holland. May her rule and legislate.
Linda.
Mrs. Holland? I know it's been a long time, but you are Mrs. Holland, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You probably don't remember me. I was just a little kid when you lived here. I'm Obo Hardison. You knew my parents.
Obo, how are you?
Fine.
What's wrong? You're not eating. It's too well done, isn't it?
Never even noticed. Just too busy concentrating on you.
Good evening. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Only a quiet dinner with my wife.
Then I'll be brief. I've come to make you an offer, Holland. Develop your bio-restorative formula for me, and I'll make you a rich man.
I don't need your money, Dr. Arcane.
Everyone needs money, Dr. Holland.
I'd rather see all my work perish than give you the formula. The thought of getting it into your hands terrifies me.
Well, it will someday, so you might as well get used to the idea now.
And that's all it is, Dr. Arcane, an idea. It'll never be a reality.
Never say never, Dr. Holland.
I just did.
Good night.
Linda, don't go! It's me! I'm Alec!
Get away from me! Just leave me alone.
Who are you?
Linda Holland.
That can't be.
Yes, I am. I came to lay a wreath on my husband's grave.
Your husband. Who was he?
Alec Holland.
I'm Alec Holland.
No, you're not even human. Why are you doing this? Alec is dead.
I know that's what you believe.
He died in the explosion. I saw it with my own eyes.
I'm the result of that explosion.
No! I was absolutely brilliant last night.
Yes, darling.
Meryl Streep couldn't have played that part any better.
Well, don't let it go to your head. We're only halfway there, and Meryl Streep doesn't have to pull off what you have to pull off.
Well, I think he fell for it.
Maybe. But I've learned never to underestimate Swamp Thing.
Oh, and I've learned never to underestimate you. Just think, once we get that formula, we'll be young forever.
I wonder if forever will be enough time to accomplish all the things I intend to do.
Well, I know one thing that we can do from now to eternity.
You got such a one-track mind. I think that's why I'm so attracted to it.
Let's see if you're really Linda. Linda.
There was something about you last night. I can't explain it, but I was fascinated, and I had to find out if you were really who you claimed to be.
I think you already know. That's why you're here.
You're right. I saw it in your eyes. They never lied to me before. Hey, you look tired. What do you say we go right to bed when we go home?
There's just one little bit of work I still want to do tonight.
Alec, you've got to get some sleep. We both do. We're working on that bio-restorative formula for so long now, we're going to forget what sleep is.
Just 5 minutes.
All right, Einstein. 5 minutes.
Yeah! always thought you died in the explosion.
I assure you I'm not a ghost.
More like a vision.
Maybe we were better off, both of us not knowing about each other.
Perhaps. It was torture losing you. And it's torture just seeing you again, like this.
If only we had the bio-restorative formula, I would be able to help you then. I could turn you human again.
I have the formula.
I thought it was destroyed in the explosion.
No. I moved all my papers and never told anyone, not even you. It was safer that way. I knew Arcane would try something, and when he couldn't find my work, he destroyed my lab.
Give it to me. I'm still involved in scientific research. I can reproduce it.
All right. Give me until tomorrow, and you'll have it. It's yours. Do this to me.
You're looking at one of the great bargains of all time. Now, granted, it's a fixer-upper. They had a fire a couple of years back. But you gotta be blind not to see the possibilities. Hell, for the price you're getting, you can tear it down and start all over again. Build your dream house. I mean, we're talking about a fantastic piece of property. You're away from the hustle and bustle of the city. You're close to the water. What more can you ask for?
What are the neighbors like?
Neighbors? Oh, that's the beauty of it. There aren't any. No neighbors to fight with or bother you. All there is the natural beauty of the swamp, the flora and fauna, and...
Never say never, Dr. Holland.
Here it is. You know what to do with it.
This'll give you new life, Alec, and give us back what we lost.
Good luck.
I won't need it. I know the formula will work. I didn't call you Einstein for nothing.
There it is. The beginning of my immortality.
Our immortality.
Of course. Just a silly slip of the tongue.
Holland must have been a very bright scientist.
I hate to admit it, but he was a genius. Fortunately, he was also a lovesick fool.
How exactly does this formula work?
It permeates cellular structure, changing the DNA, and regenerating the body's cells at such a vastly accelerated rate that, theoretically, no one will ever grow old.
Shouldn't it be ladies first?
I thought you were a more progressive woman, but since you insist...
What's happening?
He's changed the formula. It's not arresting the aging process, it's speeding it up.
Do something, damn it!
Must have been on to us from the start. But how?
Using the heart as a weapon was cruel, Arcane, but it's nothing less than I'd expect.
Mrs. Holland?